Hey guys, so this is a video review of the Proton Power. It's going to kick off my series of reviews on just unstrung heads. People send me a lot of heads to string and die, so I figured before I string or die them, I'll do a video review on the actual head so you guys can check them out, decide if you like the head based on my opinion, and taking a look at it in a video and see which heads you want to buy out of the current ones that are out right now. This first one is an STX Proton Power. It is the chrome version, and the retail price on one of these is about $85, somewhere around there, which I think actually is a little bit high. I don't usually pay as high as $85 for my heads. I'm already using a little older ones, and the Proton Power has actually been out for a while, so the price hasn't come down much. I guess it started around 100, but it hasn't come down too much. It's been out for at least 2 years now, but now it comes in chrome colors as well as all solid colors, which I like. Some heads don't come in that many colors. It weighs 4.7 ounces, which is the exact same as the Super Power. It's a little bit heavier than the Evo Light and a little bit lighter than the Evo 3. Evo 3 is one of the big competitors out right now that just came out from Warrior. So it's about 0.3 ounces lighter than the Evo 3, which I guess you won't really notice when you're playing, but I like to play with a light head, so that's important to me. As far as the face shape goes, it's a high school only head, so you see it's pretty narrow down there at the bottom and has a pretty gradual pinch. It flares out pretty gradually compared to something like a Surgeon. It's going to flare out aggressively near the top of the head, which makes it ideal for attackmen when you carry one-handed. The long, narrow part of the head is really going to hold the ball in there. One thing I've found about Proton Powers and Super Powers specifically is that after a while they warp, and they're going to get really pinched in here, right in the middle, and sometimes become illegal. In high school it's not that important because you can have a head that's narrow, but in college there's that new rule where it has to be 3 inches all the way up the head. As far as stringing the head goes, I always like the tops of Proton Powers and Super Powers. They have the ridges here, which makes stringing a little bit easier and makes stringing a triangle top string, that fancy looking top string where it's got the second set of strings that goes up and through and holds the mesh up. Makes stringing that really easy. But the sidewall holes on the Proton Power I never liked. There's not that many of them compared to most heads today, and it's really lacking up at the top, where I like to be really picky about where I put my sidewalls because I want to pull the mesh down very hard and put it exactly where I wanted. So I've not really ever been a fan of the sidewall holes on the Proton Power compared to something like an Evo or a Clutch, which has a lot of sidewall holes but also leaves it a little prone to breaking. Also on the Proton Power, there's only 2 bottom string holes, and personally I like to use the outside bottom string holes for my bottom strings, but they did fix that on the Super Power and added 2 more. So I would recommend the Proton Power for a high school player looking to play midfield that likes to dodge from up top and take shots down the alley. I know a lot of pros use it and a lot of college players used it when you could. Now they use Super Powers, and it's a very popular head. So keep an eye out for more of these kinds of reviews. Let me know in the comments if you like them, or any specific heads you'd like me to try and pick up and get a review on.